state flower, the traffic cone, is out in full force. And yeah, it seems like every day I have to find a slightly different way to go to and from work because they keep changing all the time what they're doing. And I see ahead there's a truck that's like in the middle of the road with its flashers on and it's not moving. And I have no idea which lane it's in or if it's in the center lane. This is going to be an interesting drive today. Yes, I got a haircut. I couldn't do the length anymore. It was getting to that point where you can't do a whole lot with it, but it's not long enough to put up. And I'm never having long hair again. I had long hair the vast majority of my life. There was a time period in college after I got married that I just got tired of it. Around the time also that I got pregnant with my oldest and had kids and just didn't want to deal. I didn't even want to put it up in a ponytail. But that didn't last terribly long because I missed the long hair. I do not miss the long hair. I have not had long hair since 2017 or 18. 18, I think. Somewhere in that range. I had hair down to the middle of my back, cut it to my shoulders, and then cut it short. For a while, I had the Jamie Lee Curtis, like, pixie cut. Judi Dench, like, really short. I decided I didn't want to do that short, and then, other than that, it's kind of been going in between, just always short. The amount of weight, literally weight, that my hair had caused so many headaches, and I'm so not going back to that ever again. So yeah, I was at my barber yesterday, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. We have a pretty great, bantering relationship, which is always fun. No, I do not go to a cosmetologist, hair salon, female thing. They don't do short hair well. I've been to several. And barbers. The barbers, when it grows out, they know how to cut it so that when it grows out, it doesn't look ridiculous. The beauticians at salons just don't quite know how to do that for some reason. Clipper cuts are awesome. Anyway, we got to talking, and we were talking about accents. I'm not even sure how it came up, but I kept telling him that, like, the hottest accent is the Scottish accent. Hands down, Scots. And he's like, no. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. They've done studies. I go, now, for women, for men, like, what women think is the most attractive, sexiest accent in a man. I go, now, what women think about women is different. What men think about women is different. And I'm like, I promise you it's Scottish. Like, by a landslide. And he's like, no. So literally as he's got the clippers, he stops buzzing, pulls out his phone, and looks it up while he's cutting my hair. And he goes, no way, 86%? I'm like, I told you. He goes, followed by Irish? And he's just dumbfounded. I'm like, I can't even tell you how, yeah. I go, every woman I have ever known who has seen that result, I haven't heard anybody arguing about it. The Scottish accent is, like, by far the absolute hottest. And he goes, like, Gerard Butler? And I go, yeah. And Ewan McGregor and David Tennant. And and then there's the original GOAT, Sean Connery. I'm like, yeah. He goes, no. I go, uh-huh. I go, Gerard Butler, Ewan McGregor, and Liam Neeson could read me the dictionary, and I would be a happy camper. Everything would be good. Life would be fabulous. And he goes, really? And I go, I'm so serious. So it was really interesting. And then he goes, you know that one who does Nebula? And I said, yeah, Karen Gillan. Very Scottish when you hear her. He goes, yeah, whenever I hear her talk, it sounds like a grandma. And I'm like, wait, what? Seriously? A Scottish accent and a female? Goes, yeah, anytime I hear a woman in a Scottish accent, it's grandma. So this morning I was thinking about that because that just boggles my mind. I don't know. It's Robin Williams' fault. Mrs. Doubtfire. Did Mrs. Doubtfire ruin an entire generation of men against that kind of brogue? Because I don't think he did a true Scottish accent with Mrs. Doubtfire, but you know, we're kind of stretching it a little bit. But seriously, I'm like, so now anytime a man of a certain age hears a woman speaking with a Scottish accent, he's gonna think it's a grandma because of Mrs. Doubtfire. And I can't. Like, that is the most hysterical. Here all the women are like drooling over listening to interviews with Gerard and Ewan because the accents are so absolutely amazing. And then with the men, are you all like really hearing grandma? Like, or is it just him? It could just be my barber, but I just thought that was so funny. I do blame Sean Connery. I think he started the whole Scottish hotness accent thing because you listen to him as James Bond and then in all of his other amazing movies, and he didn't even try to hide it. I am Sean Connery. I'm going to do what I want. Yeah, please go for it. And yeah, I just found that to be a very interesting and rather amusing conversation that I had with my barber. He did not mess up my hair while we were laughing because we were laughing about this because he couldn't explain why he thought of grandma every time he hears that. But it was a fun experience to try to convince him that no man, for women, the Scots, that Highlander brogue, Glasgow, Edinburgh, whatever, that Scottish accent, man, and then you put him in a kilt. Oh, yeah.